All right, good evening. Welcome to the first week of March 2025. This month we are doing West Coast Swing. So tonight we're just going to do a quick little recap. So we did three basic moves. We did the sugar push with tuck turn, and the left side pass. So to kind of just refresh you on how the dance works, a couple of things we talked about connection-wise is I want to make sure as the lead I'm approaching with my hand palm up, and the follow comes with palm down. We want to make sure that I'm not putting my thumb on top of the follow's hand because I have a tendency to want to squeeze, right? So keeping that thumb up is helpful. And then I like to keep my my index finger out, kind of like I'm shooting a gun. Or we can think of like the right hand rule, but with left hand for your electromagnetism. So what I want to think about doing is I keep that connection there. I want to keep my hand about at the follow's navel. And in order to facilitate our connection, I want to make sure that I don't have noodle arms. I want to make sure that my hips are connected to my shoulders and my shoulder is held tight and that's connected to my arm. So I'm not moving, my body and then the arm comes afterwards with that kind of move. When I move my body, my arm just comes with me so my follow can easily feel that. So how I help facilitate that, we talked about tension and compression. So for tension, I'm going to take my hips and I'm going to kind of move my weight over my heel. So I'm not sticking my butt out. Right? I'm not leaning back this number. I'm just sitting back over my heel and taking my shoulders with me, and that creates a little tension. Similarly, I can lean into my partner, putting my weight over my toes, and I'm going to let my partner's knuckles push against my palm. Right? So at any point, I'm either in tension or I'm in compression when we're doing some of these moves. So then we talked about the basic foot count pattern. So if it's the lead, we're going to start with the weight on our right foot, our left foot is free. The follows will do the opposite. So what that looks like is just going to be step, step, triple, step, triple, step. And if I'm the follow, again, weights on my left foot, right foot is free. That's step, step, triple, step, triple, step. And we're going to use that same count and that same footwork through all these moves that we do. So the first one is the sugar push. So what I'm going to start with again is the lead's left foot is coming back. So I'm going to take 2 back steps, do my triple step to change direction, and then do my second triple step as my anchor step. And the anchor step is where we want to get back to that real nice tension. The dance looks pretty cool if we're able to kind of get close together and then stretch out, right? So the sugar push looks like step, step, triple step, triple step. And then we talked about I can do a couple of variations as the lead. If I want to get the follow a little closer to me, I can kind of take my right foot out on that second step. So it looks like step, step, triple step, triple step. Right? And then as the follow, when I do that anchor step, I can kind of use it as a traveling anchor step to go anchor step, right? To kind of let that stretch out. So to recap just the footwork for the leads, it's back, back, together, together, forward, anchor, step. For the follows, it's forward, forward, together, together, back, kind of step it out in that triple, in that anchor step. So for the tuck turn, it's the exact same footwork, but I'm going to add a underarm turn. So what that's going to look like, I'm going to bring my hand up, I'm going to put that into my follow's palm, and I want to think about that I'm just brushing the dust off of my follow's halo. So it's a real gentle move, I'm not stirring the pot, and I'm letting my fingers rotate inside my follow's palm to facilitate that turn. So what I'm going to do is on step 2 of the sugar push, I'm going to bring my hand up, I'm going to compress in 3 and it's on step 4. When I step forward, the follow steps back, and I do that brush off the halo and drop the hand down. So all together, what that's going to look like is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So again, 0 change for the lead's footwork. The follow's footwork changes as right foot forward, left foot forward, together, together, no change to this point. On step 4 now, I'm going to turn to my right, 4, I'm going to continue that turn, 5, anchor, step. Or 5 and 6, sorry, I did that wrong, I did the lead's work. One more time. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 step. So back and back, left foot, right foot. Last one is the left side pass. So the left side pass, the idea is that the follow is passing on my left side, right? And so again, the follow owns the slot. It's the lead's job to get in and out of the slot so the follow can stay in it. So what it's going to look like is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Right? So lead's footwork is left foot back 1, just like my sugar push. On step 2, I'm going to take it back and out of the slot. I'm going to go together as my follow passes. I'm going to step back into slot 4 once the follow is through, and then anchor step. What the follow is going to do, start with the weight on the left foot, right foot's free. We're going to go forward, 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 cross, behind, anchor, step. And there's a little variability on when that turn happens. You can kind of stretch it out or do it a little earlier. I'll leave that up to you, but that's sort of the standard pattern there. So once again, what that looks like is 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. So then we practice putting all of that together into a pattern of sugar push, tuck turn, left side pass. And then we added a little bit of play. So the play we talked about was the sailor shuffle. So what I'll do is I'll start with my weight on one foot. I'm going to cross behind, go side, replace my weight. Cross behind, side, replace my weight. Right, so do a little faster. I may not kind of do so much of the drunk looking sailor, but something more like a triple step, sailor shuffle. Right, and I can use that to replace any of the triple steps that I do, whether that's that 3 and 4 or 5 and 6. So to show an example of the sugar push, it would look like 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. Right? It's kind of a little flag I can add on, or I can add it on just in between moves. So if we find that we do a 6-count pattern, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, I want to make some connection with my partner, and I can do something just like a side step, right? Or another side step, or maybe I want to do a sailor shuffle, take a side step, and back to my basic, right? Something like that is how I can play with it. That's pretty much it for tonight. We'll see you next week. Oh, and I'll give you a quick little demo here. So if we can do a demo of what this dance looks like, I added a couple of things. I might start with a starter step, right, where I can do something like a side step, triple step, and then we go 1, 2, 3, and left side pass. And these are just examples of others like a right side pass with underarm turn, left side pass with underarm turn, and maybe something like a whip with underarm turn, and then just start changing hands, doing face loops, right, follow with underarm turn. Wherever you want to go from there, right? So, but all of those build on that same basic pattern, and we add things like turns and spins and hand tricks and whatever other. Well, thank you very much, and we'll see you all next week.
Super cool, thank you.